Hello there everybody, this is Grant, also known as the Collector 75, and welcome to another Transformers Siege review. Now, I wasn't actually planning on getting any Siege figures for a while, probably until TF Nation maybe, but I've been sort of searching a few online retailers, just keeping my eye out for this guy who's, oh, this bloody table thing's loose again. Anyway, yeah, I've been keeping my eye out just to see if I could see this guy, and In Demand had him and he was in stock. And the only thing I don't like about In Demand is that I like the free shipping over £50, but they don't mix and match on pre-orders and existing what they got in stock, which is a bit annoying, whereas Kapow do. So it's, but they're just free shipping is hundreds, so it's a bit annoying on both sides really. I've been waiting for this guy to come out. They had him in stock, and I was hoping that they would have Laserbeak and Ravage in stock. They did have them in stock. Now they're out of stock. As soon as this guy comes in stock, they go out. So it's bloody annoying. So they get him from somewhere else. But I got this guy, and I love him. I love the look of him, and I've been wanting to get this ever since I saw Patriot Prime's review of this guy. I think he's absolutely looks the part. I think this is, I can't remember if I would focus this, probably didn't. I just think he looks absolutely fantastic. I love the weathering. If you want my opinion, the Decepticon in Signet is a little small, but I love all that weathered look on him. I just think he looks great. I love the fact he's got yellow eyes, just how the G1 toy was. I think he looks pretty darn good. The only thing I don't like is the grey plastic. I just don't like it. I don't like it on the gun. I think it looks a bit silly. It looks, but other than that, it just looks great, and it's a great Soundwave. I can't wait to get Laserbeak and Ravage, even though Ravage looks a bit of a crap. Yeah, I'm really excited to get them ones. Now then, so apart from the fact that I love this figure, what don't I like about it? Because let's face it, you don't usually watch a video to see what you like. You're making sure that it's not a pile of crap, because you don't want to waste your money. What I don't like, it just looks, the proportions do seem a bit off. I don't know what it is. It just looks a little off. I don't know why. Mainly on the legs. Maybe that's the... If the legs were just slightly in a bit more. I've seen it on some other figures, so it looks a little off, but the rest of it is absolutely brilliant. The only other thing I don't like is this gun. Now, the shoulder-mounted gun has this little bit on the back, which just gets in the way of this thruster. You just cannot position it where the thruster then tabs in. It's a bit silly. And on my one, this arm just does not tab in. It's supposed to tab into this grey section. And it just don't. You can force it in there and it just pops straight back out. This one works, probably because it's on a harder type plastic, maybe. I'm not exactly sure why. So other than that, it's a great figure. I wish was it the legs or the arms? Oh no, this arm has this thing where you move it out and then it's fine. So you can't really do much of it in this position. It's a bit odd. It's all right. It's got a gaping hole in there as usual, and he's got these bits probably for that silly airplane mode. I don't really understand that really. And he's got a moulded sort of hand, so he can do the old Soundwave eject pose, which is pretty cool. I do like that. And you can fold these sort of guns over if you wanted to for his robot mode. They're probably, again, for the redundant, in my eyes, ship mode, because I'm not going to turn it into that silly looking ship. Now, for me, Soundwave was never a spaceship. He was always some sort of communications array. I actually liked the Revenge of the Fallen Soundwave because he was that satellite thing, even though you could just make your own alt mode for that one, because trying to work out exactly how it was supposed to look was bloody impossible. So you just do whatever you feel pleases you to the eye, really, on that one. But I loved it. I loved him being a satellite. I loved the Energon sound. Was it Soundwave? No, that was Shock Blast, wasn't it? He's like a military satellite. I love them sort of things. They do it for me every single time. So having this guy as a spaceship was stupid in my eyes, because when I was a kid, he turned into a tape deck, and I had loads of fun with it. So Why do they think these days that children wouldn't have fun with something of that aspect anymore? I don't know. Why, why has it got to be like a speed sports car, a plane or whatever, just to have fun with it? I can understand it from a certain point, certainly. But, I think children have great imaginations, so why not feed it? When I was a kid, that's exactly what I used to use, my imagination. But maybe, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, but he still does have his working tape. Don't you just push the button and it flips open like that. And so when I do get a cassette, I'll be able to put him in there. But until then, it's just there, and he's got a nice head, and it's on a sort of a ball joint. It works up and down. And if I had some light piping light, it would light up his eyes. Don't know if that's going to work here. Oh, there we go. If I blot it out, there you go. You can see his eyes lighting up. He's pretty cool. I love him. He's a pretty cool figure. Now then, I'm going to transform this mother. But I'm not going to use the official transformation, which is to turn him into whatever he is, pylon, whatever you want to prefer. I think he's more of a pylon, because he should be doing something other than lighting up a street. It's stupid. Whoever thought that he's a bloody lamppost? But anyway, so I'm going to do that now, and I rotate it this way around. And now I'm pretty certain the official transformation for this guy, because obviously he's got that hidden transformation sort of like thing on his in the box or whatever, and it looks bizarrely silly, if you want my opinion. It really does. So I don't use that at all. It just looks a bit weird. So I made my own one up. I'm pretty certain there's probably loads of these around on the internet, probably better than I'm going to show off right now, if I can remember how to do it. I think I turn that around, rotate that there, and then I've got to disconnect all this bit in here, fold his head away, put that there, fold that back there. Now that is probably about it. I can't remember exactly how I do it now. It's going to be something like this, unfortunately. Rotate that around like so. It'd be better if these were just a better joint, like it proper folded round and collapsed on each other. Right, and then I sort of rotate it in like that. And now and then, they do actually give this a nice angled look, so you can stand it up by bending it forwards like that, and it's not out of position. So there is my transformation for Soundwave into his telegraph pole, pylon, whatever I want to call him. I'm going to get these bloody out of the way because I didn't hear it. I've lost the other one now. It's down there. If I could do something with his arms a bit better, I've tried doing a lot of different sort of positions, and nothing really seems to be a bit cohesive. Again, maybe someone out there has done a better transformation than me. Yeah, so anyway, so that is mine. If I had two, I'd stick them next to each other, and you'd have an okay one. You could, if you wanted to, flip this up, bring it around and stick that in there like that if you want, if you think that looks a little better. Personally, I'm not that bothered by that one. And then he is a little top heavy, so I won't stick that one. I'll bring that back down there, providing you get it in the right place. You've got to close that up, stick that back in. Yeah, or you can do this one. Now, I saw this one on the internet. You can fold these up. Now, I did try this first of all, but there's something about it I just don't like. So you stick that in there. It's got a little tab that folds into. Then you rotate it forward somehow, but I can't bloody get it to work. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Anyway, the only other way I thought of doing it was this. So you untab it, retab that back together, fold it forwards, and then just sort of jam it into there like that. But that looks shit, in my opinion. I preferred it the original way. So I'm then gonna try and show you one I saw for making him into a a tape deck. which I saw. So I'm going to put those over there. Someone done this. You sort of bring this around. I can't remember exactly. So you probably want to rotate this around like that. Maybe someone had it like that. So you're probably going to bring this around. Something like this. Hang on. Make sure I know what I'm doing it. So rotating that around like that. Sticking that there. There's nothing perfect, if you want my opinion, and you end up with something that just, if you wanted to, you probably should turn it around the other way actually. First of all, let's actually do that. Let's rotate that around. Now that's much better, isn't it? So then you bring in that. I wonder why. Some of the pictures I had them bits there. So then you end up with something that looks like that. You could possibly stick that on the floor. Maybe not really. Yeah, this is definitely not perfect, but it looks a hell of a lot better than some of the other things I've seen. And I don't care, it looks better than that poxy bloody spaceship mode, if you want my opinion. Again, I'm just trying to do these quick. Not really giving too much thought, but they don't look too bad, if you want my opinion, as a tape deck mode goes. Again, if you've got the time and the want, you could probably get a better mode out of it. But I quite like it. I do quite like it. I do prefer using the pylon mode rather than this, if I'm honest. If I could, I think you can take the arms off because they're only on like those mushroom pegs, and then these will fold up a lot cleaner. That looks a lot better. But then you're removing the bloody arms, and that's bloody silly. Yeah. So there we go. This has been my review of Siege Soundwave. I love this figure. I just love it. I just wish they'd gone the whole hog and given him a proper like tape deck mode, or just a Cybertronian tape deck mode, or even a proper good looking pylon mode that we saw in that G1 cartoon all those years ago. That would have been spectacular, rather than the spaceship and then we'll try and figure out a pylon mode in there, or whatever. It just is bizarre, because I'm not even going to go into it. I've had enough. Buy it for the robot mode. The robot mode's pretty damn good. Right, this has been Graham, the Collector 75. Don't forget, if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. You can rate it, comment, and share it, and everything. Don't forget, you can support my channel using the links below. Yes. Bye for now.